U.S. pauses military aid to Ukraine following fiery meeting over controversial mineral deal. After a tense and fiery meeting between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and American officials. The decision follows a contentious dispute over a proposed mineral deal that has raised concerns among U.S. lawmakers about Ukraine's internal governance and its ability to responsibly manage critical resources. The meeting, held in Washington, was meant to discuss Ukraine's bid to secure a deal with U.S. corporations to supply vital minerals, including lithium and cobalt, key components for electric vehicles, renewable energy technologies, and defense industries. Ukraine, which is rich in these resources, sees the deal as a way to boost its economy, especially as it continues to grapple with the aftermath of Russia's ongoing invasion. However, the agreement has become a point of contention, both in the U.S. and within Ukraine. President Zelensky, who had personally championed the deal as vital for Ukraine's recovery, strongly pushed back during the meeting. He emphasized that Ukraine needed this agreement to strengthen its economy and stabilize its wartime finances, arguing that any delay or cancellation would severely hinder the country's ability to defend itself against Russia. U.S. concerns about Zelensky's leadership. The tension surrounding the mineral deal also laid bare deeper concerns within the U.S. about President Zelensky's leadership. While Zelensky has been widely praised for his wartime leadership and ability to rally global support, some U.S. lawmakers have raised alarms over his increasingly tiresome measures, particularly his actions against political opponents and media outlets within Ukraine. During the meeting, American officials pointed out that the pause in military aid could serve as leverage to ensure that Ukraine's democratic reforms are truly taking hold, not just in word, but in practice. The pause in military aid also comes amid increasing war fatigue in the U.S. There is growing skepticism among some U.S. lawmakers concerning their support for the Ukraine war with Russia. Critics argue that the U.S. has already committed substantial resources to Ukraine, and that continued military assistance is no longer justifiable without clear and tangible results, both in the battlefield and within Ukraine's political system. Additionally, concerns about the economic strain of the war on American taxpayers have grown, particularly as domestic issues like inflation and healthcare take priority for many Americans. Moving forward, both Ukraine and the U.S. will need to navigate these challenges carefully to preserve their partnership while ensuring that aid serves both immediate and long-term strategic interests. The pause in U.S. military aid to Ukraine is a significant and unprecedented shift, marking the growing complexity of the conflict and the broader geopolitical landscape. As Ukraine faces increasing pressure from both within and outside its borders, it will need to balance its wartime needs with the demands for democratic reform and transparency to maintain the crucial support of its Western allies. The outcome of this standoff will likely shape U.S.-Ukraine relations for years to come. President Trump tells Zelensky, "You're gambling with World War III." Nevertheless, Zelensky says in the meeting at the White House with Trump and officials, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table, and he is ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership.